Thank you, sir.
So Mithila College,
You completed a course for
Yes, sir.
interested for.
Sorry?
You had interested for
No, sir. It was an online course.
online course. Like which platform it was?
So it was on Coursera.
Coursera. What is that in AI?
Yes, sir. It was on the implications of AI on economy and society.
What are the implications? Can you please summarize them?
So there are multiple implications which we are seeing even now. Many companies, private companies, technology companies are laying off a lot of software engineers because of the use of AI, especially in lower and mid-level coding tasks. That is one of the implications, sir. But over the long term, I think there will be a reinstatement effect in which a large number of new jobs will be created due to the use of AI in various fields.
Do you think that the proportion of job loss is equivalent to the proportion of job created? Which
Sir,
is more?
so in the short term there will be more jobs lost, but over the longer time frame, over 10 to 20 years, I think there will be a boost of jobs, new jobs that will be created.
Okay.
Even
Do you
the
have any vision? Like, can you please explain it, like in particular, specifically, like that, how there will be more job creation?
Yes, sir. So definitely, we have seen that even now there is a large number of deficit in terms of AI engineers. NASCOM recently had a report in which it said that there are, for every 10 jobs that are required, there is only one engineer who is able to do those things. So I think as the use of AI grows exponentially over the next decades, I think that phenomenon is only going to multiply. So that is how more jobs will be created.
But that's what like being projected by that are the government officials. But when looking at practically, like that are the
Yes.
Yes.
What is
But
the
it look
problem?
like viable.
Yes, can you think, sir? What sir told? Do you think that our youth is ready to take up those jobs?
Sir, after globalization in 1991, we have seen that a large number of tech jobs have been taken by Indian youth. So I think
Which sector contributes maximum to GDP of India?
service sector.
Service sector. Still, we have not been able to match the skills required by the service sector.
Yes, sir.
And AI is bringing disruption.
Yes, sir.
So, do you think that we will be able to match the skills required by the artificial intelligence?
Sir, it will be a difficult process.
It's absolutely difficult process.
Yes, sir.
This may create disruption.
Yes, sir. Disruption is going to happen, but as the
How we will tackle that?
yes, sir, it will have to be a three-pronged process. The first will be we'll have to develop the proper AI infrastructure. The second is there needs to be an inclusive skilling approach that needs to be taken, and the third is that AI development itself should be more human-centric so that it emphasizes the reinstatement effect rather than the displacement effect.
The proponents of artificial intelligence, those who started this,
Yes.
they are also telling that there is no humanistic in artificial intelligence.
Yes.
So how that AI can be humanistic?
So there are many areas where AI has been already been used. For example, in terms of creating textbooks in local languages, I think the AI Bhasani project has shown that there are a large number of areas in which it will lead to further human capital creation. So I think that is one of the like practical implications in which AI can be helpful.
That is an endless debate.
Yes.
Even you've done some courses like the global diplomacy from
Yes.
the University of London.
Yes, sir.
Like, global diplomacy means like, can you please explain it like in brief? What is this global diplomacy?
Sir, global diplomacy is essentially the use of discussions, negotiations, and treaties to manage and negotiate the geopolitical challenges and interests of various global powers.
Okay.
So can we say that the global diplomacy is rebalancing itself?
Yes, sir.
How?
Yes, sir. So global diplomacy is rebalancing itself because after the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, there was a unipolar movement in which the American superpower was hegemonic all over the world. But after the emergence of China, the rise of BRICS, and India and Russia as re-emerging powers, I think there has been a rebalancing in terms of multipolarity, as the foreign minister has also mentioned in
What do
his
you
speech.
understand by global south?
So Global South was a concept given after the Brandt line, in which it said that the countries in the southern hemisphere, largely in the southern hemisphere, including Latin America, Asia, and Africa, these were not the beneficiaries of the industrial revolution and its benefits that was accrued by the northern countries like Western Europe and North America. These countries were later largely aligned with the non-aligned movement, and these have been further institutionalized in recent groupings like the G77 and the inclusion of the African Union in G20. All of these measures. So this is the global sense.
Okay. So, how India is using Global South for changing the narrative, power narrative in the world?
Yes, sir. India has been leveraging its position in the Global South. Recently, we also hosted the Voice of Global South Summit, in which we put forward the Global Development Compact, in which we emphasize on finance transfers, technology, and larger solidarity with Global South powers. In other areas also, India has been pushing for the interests of the Global South, whether they be in climate negotiations, whether they be in public stock holding at the World Trade Organization, and other measures.
Yes.
So recently, our prime minister went to China.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yes.
what is the takeaway from that of the recent SU?
So the main takeaway from the SEO summit was it can largely be seen as a message to the Americans and their recent policy that India, if it wants, it does have options all around the world, and it is not going to put all its eggs in one basket in the United States.
Do you think like that America is going to lower down the tariff?
Sir, last night there was a statement by President Trump in which he said that India and US have a special relationship. So I think the U-turn is already on the horizon. I think in the near future the strategic alignments are too high for there to be a long-term breakage in the relationship.
So, what is your opinion that this isolated event is not going to affect Indo-US relationship?
So over the long time frame, no. And the reasons for this isolated breakup, as recently the New York Times reported, was the non-willingness of the Indian side to accept that President Trump played a role in the Indo-Pakistan ceasefire. So
That was
once,
the truth, though. That was the
yes,
truth.
yes, so that was the truth. So after that speed bump has been overcome, I think the trajectory on which Indo-US relations existed prior to that will again be taken up.
You told about breakdown of USSR.
Yes,
Who
sir.
was the president of USSR when it broke down?
So it was Mikhail
Recently,
Gorbachev. Mikhail Gorbachev.
What are the policy?
So the policies were perestroika and glasnost.
Briefly explain those policies.
Sir, perestroika is essentially restructuring of the way in which Soviet society was itself managed. So the law on public enterprises essentially opened up the economy, and there was also another measure to enable greater election of members at the local level, and independent members could also be elected to the local levels. So that was a restructuring, and so glasnost means openness, which means that there was a greater questioning of the need and efficacy of the Soviet system. Especially, this was accentuated by the 1986 Chernobyl crisis. So that is, those are the two policies which opened up the critical thinking of the Soviet masses and led to the dissolution.
So, what are the Central Asian republics?
So the Central Asian republics are the stans, colloquially called the stans, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, all of these
What
countries.
is India's strategic interest in Central Asia?
So India's strategic interest in Central Asia is there are many interests. For example, it serves as India's gateway to Eastern Europe, which is emerging as a major power. There are also energy resources which are largely in Central Asia. We have the Kalkanish gas field through which the Tapi pipeline comes to India, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. We have the Connect Central Asia policy of 2012, and greater alignment with SCO is also it's a function of India's interest in Central Asia.
Which district you belong to?
Sir, I did my high school from DAV Chandrasekharpur, after which I pursued a graduation in history from Hindu College at the University of Delhi.
No, so right now you are staying in Bhubaneswar.
No, sir, I stayed at Balangir.
You stay in Balangir. Acha. In the context of Odisha,
Yes, sir.
there is some aspects in which Odisha has done a remarkable job when you see the national scenario.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain?
So the first and one of the most important, according to me, is economic growth. In the last 25 years, our per capita income has tripled, which has pulled us out of the. Prior to that, we were one of the lowest earning states in the country, but now we are at a much better state. I think economic growth has also been largely service led due to improving education and
Which
healthcare.
sector contributes maximum to the Odisha economy?
So I'll have to look into the specifics.
It is not service led.
Yes, sir. Sir, but the development of services,
Yes, development of.
development of services, in especially in urban areas, has largely been service led, which is an important part because when we go to various other places like Bangalore and other places, a large number of the software engineers, etc., are from Odisha as well. So that is.
Okay, economic growth first. Second aspect.
So the second aspect, according to me, will be in infrastructure. The efforts taken in the Gram Sadak Yojana, etc., has ensured that there is all year connectivity to large areas. And third, I think I should have put this second. I think the excessive efforts taken in disaster management is a global example, not just an Indian example. I think that is also very important.
In Odisha, which sector contributes maximum to the economy? Do you know?
No, sir, I will have to look it up.
It is the industrial sector.
Yes.
It is different from national scenario.
Yes.
In national, you see, service sector is the largest contributor, but here is the industrial sector.
Yes.
How much contribution is the agriculture sector having to national GDP?
So around 18%.
In Odisha?
So it will be higher, I think. It's the same.
18 to 20 days, to 18
Okay.
to 20%. Some books write 18, 19, 20. 18 to 19%.
Yes.
But the data changes in service sector and industrial sector.
Okay.
Can you name few schemes for empowerment of women in Odisha?
Yes, sir. So Odisha has taken multiple steps for the empowerment of women. We have 50% reservation for women in the local bodies. We have the recently announced Subhadra Yojana, which has been implemented. I think the focus on SHGs with Mission Shakti has also been very important.
Do you think that the Subhadra has really empowered the woman?
So direct benefit transfers in terms of Subhadra do have an empowering capacity, but if they are unlimited and unconditional over a long period, I think it takes away from the capital expenditure that is needed for the economic growth and multiplier effect.
What is microfinance?
Yes, sir.
What is microfinance?
So microfinance is essentially the grant of small micro loans in order to boost entrepreneurship at the grassroots level.
Yes, two things. Micro loans to boost entrepreneurship. In Subhadra, is there any condition to boost entrepreneurship?
No, sir.
So where the money going? Consumption.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that is going to really empower the women on the field?
So there are multiple aspects to it. I think it does put an emphasis on as the economic survey has recently pointed out, it focuses on monetizing the care economy that the women represent. So I think we should not look at it just from the perspective of direct economic benefit. I think there's a social role for the direct benefit transfers that is being provided.
Okay. What is recently Odisha was in news for maternal mortality rate.
Yes, sir.
What is MMR? Maternal mortality ratio.
So I think it's the number of maternal fatalities per 1000 live births.
No, it is 1 lakh.
1 lakh, okay.
1 lakh.
Okay, sir.
What is infant mortality rate?
So that will be for 1000. Number of infant mortalities per 1000 live births.
1000 live births. Can you name few programs of government for achieving holistic health coverage?
So in Odisha or nationally?
In Odisha.
So I'm aware of national policies, but in terms of specifically Odisha, I'll have to look.
Government. What is out of pocket expenditure?
Sir, out of pocket expenditure is the direct expenditure that a patient has to pay to receive health services that is not covered by insurance or any other benefit.
You are aware about 73rd and 74th Amendment
Yes.
Act.
Yes.
Two important bodies established in state level by these acts? What are these bodies?
So,
Constitutional bodies.
so the State Finance Commission and the State Election Commission.
Excellent. So, what is the role of State Election Commission?
So the role of the State Election Commission is to is to execute the election at the local levels for election of election of members to the local bodies.
Local bodies. And what State Finance Commission?
So it is tasked by the governor to ensure that there is adequate devolution of funds to the local bodies and the principles through which these funds have to be devolved.
In a few days, we are going to have elections for the office of
Vice President.
Vice President.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
When President resigns,
Yes.
to whom he will tend to the resignation? He will address the resignation.
To the Vice President.
If Vice President is not there, then
The Chief Justice of
Chief
the
Justice
Supreme
of-
Court.
Do you have any idea about collegium system?
Yes, sir.
In which case the collegium came into existence?
So the collegium system has evolved over the course of the 4 judges cases. The first was the S.P. Gupta case of 1982, through which the first system came, in which it said that consultation with the president was enough, and there was no need for consultation with the chief justice was enough,
Concurrence.
and there was no need.
Consultation, no need for concurrence.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then next.
In the second judge's case, it was said that there needs to be concurrence of the chief justice, and the
So
third.
basically, in which case this collegium system evolved? Second or third?
There will be the second judge's case.
Second judge's case.
You are taking interest in the non-fiction books, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you tell me like some of the famous non-fiction writers you like most?
Sir, I have recently read Gandhi, The Years That Changed the World by Ramchandra Guha, which I found very interesting.
But some kind like that, some people are like, saying criticizing also Ramchandra Guha, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like, what?
Sir, some people have criticized him for his political beliefs about the current political situation in the country. But I think his scholarly work is different from his political beliefs. I think his scholarly work, with the number of citations and the number of references that he cites, it's authoritative in its scope and expanse.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good.
Thank you so much.
It was very nice interacting with you, both.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely.